Hello, my brothers and sisters. It's Brother Paul here. I hope you're blessed today. I hope you're in the Word, and I hope you're ready for a bit of a harsh word here. Received a dream on the 29th, being I believe yesterday, June 29th, 2020. It was a bit of a disturbing dream. I was fluffing it off as nothing. And I woke up 3 times and rebuked it 3 times, and 3 times it continued exactly where it left off. So this kind of told me that somebody was trying to get me to listen. I apologize if this is going to rub some people the wrong way. I believe the Lord is also a God of reprove. I believe that it's not all just flowers sometimes. This is the type of dream that he wants this to go to fellowship, and he wants this to be shared. Now, this one convicted me in a way that no other dream has. And I'm being dead serious when I say this. This has nothing to do with pride. If this is a dream that you won't share, just drop my channel. You'll understand when I'm done. This is a dream that God absolutely wants it to be shared, because there's a lot of people living in how do I say this? They think they're saved, but they're not. Okay, so I'm sorry that this is coming off harsh, but I'm going to do something I usually don't do. The only ones that'll understand what I'm talking about when I say this is, I don't think those of you that watch these videos realize what a person like me, or a person, when we, how do I say this? Right now, my body's being attacked in so many ways that I'm not working right now. It's one body part, then it's another body part. I'm being attacked in so many ways, it's not even funny. And I believe without a shadow of a doubt that this is lined up with what I'm receiving and what I'm sharing. So this is definitely one for what I've gone through in the last 24 hours. And I'm probably grumpy because of the lack of sleep. But like I said, I did not think that this was from God at first. I had to pray over it. I had to get into the Word. And man, did he reveal to me that this is definitely from him. And this is like a parent disciplining his child. Anyway, enough drama. I'm just going to get into the dream. So this is the dream. I saw 100% in spirit. I witnessed a man, and I wrote a good man. So as I was watching this, I am assuming that this guy was a Christian, a man of God. So he was on his way to an airport, and when he arrived there, he got escorted by a security guard. And this guy was huge. He was like if I was to go by my height, around 6'4", 6'5", I was looking up at this guy. So he was very big, and in my wrestling days, I wrestled with guys around 7 feet tall. So I'm going to say this guy was around that height, between 6'10" and 7 feet tall. The man I was following was a little bit shorter than me. Or again, I was watching this. So a security guard walked him through the doors, and you know how you normally go and you check your luggage, and you go into the terminal and you're waiting to get on your plane. Well, in this case, this man, the security guard, just got him through everything, and he brought him right to a medical clinic. And the good man, I'm going to call him the good man just so you know who I'm talking about, he was confused. And while he was just about to ask the security guard, "Why am I here?" a nurse approached him, and she said, "Follow me," and she brought him to a bed. And the man got to the bed, and he's like, "Why am I in a clinic? Like, what am I doing here?" And he witnessed the security guard, and this is a weird part, okay? This is a weird part. While he was sitting there and the nurse was talking to him, he was looking across, and he witnessed the security guard pull something out of his jacket. And this was kind of weird because the security guard, when he entered the clinic, was wearing a white lab coat like a doctor would. So the good man knew he was the security guard, but in this area, he was dressing like a doctor. So in all my dreams, security guards are always the enemy. Always. So in this case, he was pretending to be a doctor. Now, what he pulled out of his jacket, and I'm sorry this is graphic, he had a Ziploc bag that was the remains of fetuses. I don't know how many, but he had the remains of a fetus in a Ziploc bag. And the good man realized, whoa, something's wrong with this clinic. And he witnessed that security guard just throw it in the garbage like it was nothing. So the nurse was trying to distract him. She started to tell him a story. She needed protection. She tried to blame the security guard. The good man didn't buy it. He tried to go back inside the airport. He looked out and he realized you needed an RFD chip to get through that airport. And now he understood why he bypassed it. He began to run away in the back parts of the luggage area, and he noticed that the nurse and the security guard, they weren't even concerned with him. Like he was in that area now and they didn't care. They knew they had him, eh? So he was just running and he ran past the luggage area. And hang on, I just gotta find my place here. And like I said, they weren't concerned with him. So he ran right outside onto the tarmac. And on the tarmac, he saw this huge hole. So from him seeing it, the view switched where I was seeing it from the bottom of this hole. Now, what I saw blew my mind. Like, I was in a hole, probably what looked like 10 stories deep. And it had luggage. Every type of luggage was piled up around this hole, all around where this view that I saw was. And there was no one in sight. No one made their flights. All these people with this luggage, they never made their flights. They all went down. All of them went down. And that's when I saw on the wall the number 333. And whenever I searched that up in Strong's, for me that says pay attention. And I know there's Jeremiah 33:3. There's other things that it's associated with, but for me I go by the Strong's one, and it's always pay attention. So this man cried out to God. Like he's like, please help me, you know. Like I forgot to say, it went back to this man, and he was crying out to God on the tarmac, please God, help me, help me. And the Holy Spirit led him to show him a building. So he turned and he started running toward this building because he saw an old man sitting in a wheelchair on what, I'm not sure if it was a deck or a gazebo, but there was just an old man sitting on a chair, and it looked like he was having a cigarette. So he ran to that man and then tried to calm down a little bit and tried to like, hey man, as the old man was turning his wheelchair and he was going to go inside, he goes, oh, just hang on, hold the door for me, I'm coming in too. So the old man did, and he got inside. When he walked into the back of what was a restaurant, he saw some security guards coming in. So he asked where the washroom is, and they told him, and he went in the washroom real quick. So while he was in, this is what I wrote, asked to use the washroom to avoid security walking by. He needed to rid himself of what he drank up. And I'm kind of shocked I wrote this, but I wrote Kool-Aid. Once saved, always saved. This terminal was a dead end. Now, let me clarify that again. In this dream, people were going and expecting to go on a flight. A lot of them, the good man being the Christian, was diverted to another area where he was locked in, where he would not be able to get on his flight. Now, he witnessed a hole full of luggage for people that never made that trip. Where they went, I'll let you guys decide. He managed to get out by the guide of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit in that scene where he went to the washroom told him to get rid of what he had drank, the Kool-Aid. Once saved, always saved.